Whether it's horror movies, real-life events, or creepypastas, there always arises the question of, what would I do if this happened to me? Most of the time, we like to believe that we'd make the best decisions possible, be the last one standing, be the hero of the story. But if we're being honest, that's much easier said than done. That's why we're here to answer the question now. So if one day we discover a strange black liquid trapped in a vial with a cryptic note, receive a message from Helper 23, or hear something run out of her bathroom mid-shower, we'll be ready.
Or at least, we hope we are. As this is Let's Split Up, where we break down horror media and put ourselves in the shoes of the main characters to see what we would do differently. I'm King Noosme, that's Crowmudgeon, and our host for today is PolterGibbst, who has selected a few older creepypastas for us to read for the first time.
What would you do if Neverending Rain had you trapped inside your home with your father who just told you a very questionable, scary story a few hours before, causing you to now not be able to sleep, so you decide to go and get a shower, hoping that that might help calm your nerves. But while in the shower, you hear the toilet flush, and through your soapy blurred vision, you see the outline of someone standing on the other side of the curtain as they begin to mimic your father's voice, asking if you want some coffee. What would you do?
In the shower?
What would you do?
Also, aren't I 12? My dad was not asking me if I wanted coffee when I was 12. It wasn't like the old woman in a diner.
Can I get you some coffee, hon? You want some coffee, sweetie?
You want me to warm you up?
Now, I know this is a lot. You don't have to answer right now, but keep it in mind as we go through each one of these stories, which are old favorites of mine, which I did read back over, and I think that they hold up pretty well after 12 years, but hopefully that's not just me being delusional and nostalgic, but honestly, I guess we will see.
Okay.
They might be terrible, and I'm blinded by the joys of youth.
It's worth saying that we're doing something a little different for this episode. Normally, we make sure that we all have gone through the stories that we're going to be looking at. For this one, neither King or I have read any of these. Probably. Maybe I have.
It is just me bringing some stories of my past, and hopefully they're as good as I think.
I'm gonna either do this, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna say mid. And that's the ranking for today.
If I can get one of each, I will be happy.
Yeah.
First story that I have picked for you to experience for the first time is a story to scare my son by OvenFriend. It's from 12 years ago. I first heard this on the No Sleep podcast and thought it was amazing. Yeah. It's actually one of the highest rated stories of all time on the No Sleep Reddit.
The Reddit?
Subreddit. The Reddit.
And it's actually perfect because it's a story to scare my son, and it's one that Polt picked out to read with his son, King.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm actually 4 months old.
Son, we need to have a chat about internet safety. I slowly crumpled down onto the floor next to him. His laptop was open and he was playing Minecraft on a public server. His eyes were locked into the action. Comments scrolled down the side of the screen in a chat box. Son, can you stop your game for a minute? Son? Thank you. He exited the world, closed the laptop, and looked at me.
Dad, is this gonna be another cheesy, scary story?
I love it. It's great. Keep that energy. Keep that energy for this character the whole time.
What did I tell you about mimicking? Make in front of me. What do you think you're doing?
Son, I'm going to kill you in the shower.
Son, you're not mine.
Son, I'm going to beat you to death in the shower in a coffee pot later tonight.
He gets a pot of boiling water and just dumps it on me in the shower.
I do have a question. Do we want to go about the story like this, or
I'm down.
Maybe we should start serious. Okay.
Even though the beginning of this is not, but
yeah.
You know.
Okay. Because it's probably a good story. That's the thing.
This first story, being one of the highest rated, is one that I heard the first time, instantly memorized every bit of it because I was like, I got to tell my kids this when they get older.
Oh,
I was like, this is this story that I'm going to have to make sure to remember so I can tell my kids and terrify them too.
But Dad, this is how I talk, Dad.
You Bobby Hill.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
I do think that King should continue reading for the son. I mean, what am I going to take it? Am I going to play the part of your son when your son's right here?
Exactly.
Son, we need to have a chat about internet safety.
I slowly crumpled down onto the floor next to him. His laptop was open and he was playing Minecraft on a public server. His eyes were locked into the action. Comments scrolled down the side of the screen in a chat box.
Son, can you stop playing your game for a minute?
He exited the world, closed the laptop, and looked up at me.
Dad, is this going to be another cheesy, scary story?
What?
I faked hurt feelings for a second and then grinned at him.
I thought you liked my cautionary tales.
He grew up listening to my stories about children who encountered witches, ghosts, werewolves, and trolls. Like many generations of parents, I use scary stories to reinforce morals and teach lessons about safety. Single dads like me should use all the parenting tools at their disposal. He scrunched his face a little.
They were fine when I was 6, but now that I'm getting older, they don't scare me anymore. They seem kind of silly. If you're going to tell a story about the internet, you can make... Hey, I'm here and I can read.
Polt, what the heck is wrong with your son?
This is why we have to have a talk.
If you're going to tell a story about the internet, can you make it really, really scary?
I squinted at him incredulously. He folded his arms.
Dad, I'm 10. I can handle it.
Okay, I'll try.
I began.
Once upon a time, there was a boy named Colby.
His expression indicated that he wasn't impressed with the terror of the introduction. He sighed deeply and settled in for one of Dad's cheesy stories. I continued.
So, before we go any further, I do have a question, because right here on the spot, what really, really scary story would you tell your son to make him be cautious when he's on the internet?
I dared my best friend to ruin my life. No, not really.
You're just like, here's what happened. This was me.
I would read him, what is it? Experience. Page on identity fraud.
You start pulling up. Here's what happened to these people. They were stolen.
Now, I'd probably just pull up like some Craigslist horror stories, like Mr. Nightmare video or something.
Yeah.
I was trying to make something new, but I kept seeing Mr. Nightmare like animation videos in my brain. There was one Mr. Nightmare video that did scare me really bad, but it was like the dark internet, like going on the dark web. And it was like a kid on his laptop, and he was like, "Nothing can happen to me. I'm just on my laptop." And then a dude like hacked his computer and turned on his webcam and was like talking about his appearance and like how he found his address and everything. That actually did kind of scare me a little bit when I was little.
Oops, no more legs.
Oops, no more legs.
Dun, 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 dun. So that's what you were going for too, is Mr. Nightmare?
Yeah, I'll just start playing Mr. Nightmare videos for him.
Yeah,
Strap him down like Clockwork Orange.
How about you, Polt?
Me?
This
How about
story?
me? This story, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Okay.
This is why I picked this story, because I'm like, this thing is perfect to tell your kid.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's continue. I'm intrigued.
See if it scares you, son. Hopefully it does, and it gets you to be cautious when you're on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I love my Italian dad.
Hey! Colby went online and joined several children's websites. After a while, he started talking to other kids in game and on message boards. He made friends with another 10-year-old, a boy named Helper23. They liked the same video games and shows. They laughed at each other's jokes. And they explored new games together. I keep wanting to go back into this voice. It's just right here.
Yeah.
This is the kind of jokes that they laughed at and thought was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little farting boob jokes, pooping and farting.
I kept thinking this stupid, inaccurate New Yorker voice.
They think I'm
It wasn't even that funny.
It's still gonna kill me though. After several months of friendship, Colby gave Helper 23 6 diamonds in a game that they were playing. This was a very generous gift. Colby's birthday was coming up, and Helper 23 wanted to send him a cool present in real life.
Ooh.
Colby figured wouldn't hurt to give Helper 23 his home address, as long as he promised not to tell any strangers or grown-ups. Helper 23 swore he wouldn't tell anyone else, not even his own parents, and set out about mailing the package.
How could I tell my parents when I already killed them? When I already killed them 48 years ago. I paused the story and asked my son.
Do you think this was a good idea?
No.
He said, shaking his head vigorously. In spite of himself, he was getting into the story.
Please get me out of here. I'm getting sucked in.
Well, neither did Colby. Colby felt guilty about giving away his home address, and his guilt began to grow and grow. By the time he put on his pajamas the next night, his guilt and fear were larger than anything else in his life. He resolved to admit the truth to his parents. The punishment would be steep, but it was worth it to have a clear conscience. He squirmed in his bed as he awaited for his parents to tuck him in.
My son knew the scary part was coming up. In spite of all his tough talk, he leaned forward, wide-eyed. I spoke, quietly and deliberately.
Now, of course, I know where this story is going. And exactly what do you think is the scary part that is coming up? Like, where do you think this story is headed so far?
Helper 23 is definitely a grown-ass man coming to kidnap him.
That's probably true, but I could also see it being a thing of like Colby's like gonna get sent like something awful in the mail, you know, like head in a box, Seven style.
Yeah, I was about to make that exact same joke. Also, selling your life for 6 diamonds is really not a good price. 6 diamonds is not a lot.
Now a whole stack of diamonds.
Now we're talking.
A big old bag.
We're getting a little closer.
All right, we'll see if either of y'all are right. I think the reason I like this story is because when I first heard it, I was like, oh, I know where this is going, but like where it ends, I was like, oh, wow.
It's actually like Beelzebub, and he's coming to drag Colby down to hell.
But if you were Colby in this moment, what would you do knowing that you have already messed up? Like, how are you going to go about trying to clear your conscience and fix your screw up?
Tell my parents.
Are you just going to tell them? You're just going to let them take care of it?
Yeah.
Are you going to tell them immediately? Are you just going to... Are you going to wait? Are you going to make this mistake in the first place?
Yeah.
This is a cautionary tale for children right now.
As a kid, I probably would do it because I was a dumb little kid. That's why places like Club Penguin were like, no numbers.
Yeah.
Try not to be too disappointed in your son, Polt.
I'm trying not to, but...
Yeah, King, do you tell Polt right away, or do you
tell me right
You
away,
definitely-
son? Tell me now.
You definitely wait a little bit and you're like, I'm going to be in so much trouble or I'm going to die.
My mom and dad are going to be so mad.
My mom and dad are going to be so mad at me. But eventually, yeah, just be like, hey, I told this guy where I lived and he should be a package and I take it to bomb.
He's like, what kind of
son?
package?
It's either a bomb, somebody's toe, or somebody's heart. I don't know what it's going to be.
He said it'd be one of those 3, though. And then I sent him my address.
If one of my kids came to me and they were like, hey, I gave this person, a friend of mine online, my address, I don't think I would sleep for the next week. I would freak out.
Yeah.
I'm like, somebody's gonna show up here. I'm fixing to have to beat somebody with my bare hands.
With my bare hands.
I'd have to go. I'd have to go get my bare hands.
Sleep every night with the Tommy gun under my pillow.
People are going to be like, what is this?
Wake up in the middle of the night. Get out of my house, you filthy animal. Stay away from my son.
He heard all the noises of the house. The washing machine bounced around in the laundry room. Branches scratched against the brick outside his room. His baby brother cooed in the nursery. And there were other sounds he couldn't quite pinpoint. Finally, his dad's footsteps echoed down the hall.
Hey, Dad.
He called out nervously.
I have something I have to tell you.
His dad stuck his head in the doorway at a weird angle. In the darkness, his mouth didn't seem to move, and his eyes were all wrong. Yes, son? The voice was way off, too. Are you okay? No, that's
my line.
That's you.
Are you okay, Dad?
Uh-huh. Sung the father in his strangely affected voice. Colby pulled his covers up defensively.
Is Mom around?
Here I am! Mom's head popped into the doorway below Dad's. Her voice was this unnatural falsetto. Were you about to tell us that you gave our home address to Helper 23? You shouldn't have done that. We told you never to give your personal information out on the internet. She continued, he wasn't really a kid, he just pretended to be one. Do you know what he did? He came to our house, broke in, and murdered both of us, just so he could spend some time with you. A fat man in a wet jacket emerged in the child's doorway, holding two severed heads. Colby shrieked and gasped as the man dropped the heads on the ground and unsheathed his knife and moved into the room to work on the boy.
My son screamed. He twisted his hands defensively over his face. But we were just getting started with the story.
After several hours, the boy was almost dead and his screams had become whimpers. The killer noticed the wailing of a baby in another room and removed his knife from Colby. This was a special treat. He had never murdered a baby before, but was excited about the prospect. Helper 23 left Colby to die and followed the cries through the house like a homing beacon.
Let me stop you for just a second, Polter. I'm really sorry for being so goofy with this story before.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, look, here's the spot that we need to get the laughs out because it takes a turn.
That turned so fast.
For a second, like a split second, I thought it was gonna be like a shapeshifter kind of deal. And then it was like, and then whenever I was like, wait a minute, he probably just killed the parents. And then it was like, that dude came around the corner. I was like, okay, the dude just killed his parents. Okay, it's more grounded than I thought it was gonna be.
In the nursery, he walked to the crib, picked the baby up, and held it in his arms.
Oh.
He moved towards the changing table to get a better look. But as he held the baby, the crying died down. The baby looked up and smiled. Helper 23 had never held a baby, but he gently bounced it in his arms like a pro. He wiped the blood of one of his hands on the blanket so he could stroke the baby's cheek. Hey there, sweet little guy. The beautiful rage of sadism melted into something warmer and softer. He walked out of the nursery, took the baby home, and named him William, and raised him as his very own.
After I finished the story, my son was visibly shaken. Between ragged staccato breaths, he stammered,
"But Dad, my name's William."
I gave him a classic dad wink and tousled his hair.
Of course it is, son.
William ran up the stairs to his bedroom in a fury of sobs. But deep down, I think he liked the story.
I did it, man.
Man.
No! As soon as I saw the thing of the crying died down, I was like, freaking crap. Helper 23 is the dad.
Yeah.
Now, I do have some questions. Do you think that you could laugh this kind of story off if you were 10 years old, or do you think you would start looking at your dad differently from here on?
I didn't even think about that. Hell no, that shit would scare the hell out of me as a 10-year-old kid. And I would look at my dad differently for a second, but then my mom would probably be like, he's being goofy. He's just being a little goofball.
There is no mom.
Yeah, it's a single
He's
dad.
a single
It's a single
father.
dad.
Yeah.
He's a single father. He's taking
Shit,
care of
I'm
his
running away.
son.
I'm running far away.
Now, here's the real question, though. Are you going to take internet safety seriously?
No.
Huh?
Are you going to start handing out all your information to Helper 23?
Dude,
I'll hand it out, man.
anything
Security.
for how many Robux we talking?
Quite a few. And do you think the dad here is right? Do you think William liked the story? And then also, did you like the story?
I
Like
like
on a
this.
serious note.
Yeah.
I like this one.
I like it, yeah. It's definitely darker than I expected. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was just going to say it's very simple.
I think it's short enough that it's like, oh, here's the story, and then boom, it's done. You're like, oh, well, that was cool. It's like
Yeah.
that switch up there is real quick and fast, and then you get the end, and it's like, that's actually a satisfying ending.
Yeah.
Instead of, going through like this big long thing, and you get to the end, you're like, I don't really know. I don't even know what happened.
Yeah.
This one's just like, here you go.
Yeah. It's like
internet safety seriously.
Uh-huh.
burst of horror. Just whoosh, and then you're done.
If you give someone your address on Roblox, you're gonna get stoled away, and then you're gonna get no gabagool.
No gabagool.
My answers would be, I think I might be able to laugh it off because I'd probably be like, there's no way he'd tell me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of insane, Dad.
Yeah.
Which you did ask for a really scary story, and he did deliver. So I mean,
Yeah. I'd be like, I guess that's what I asked for.
yeah. I don't think I'm gonna ask for that one again. Too scary.
I think it would take a little bit of time. I think it would be at least like 2 or 3 awkward dinners. But also,
You're
it
like,
depends.
yeah.
If he's
good
like,
night, popping in the doorway every now and then
Yeah.
at a
Yeah.
weird angle,
Good night.
and then you're like, huh?
Dead.
I feel like the part of it is that it's like, if after this, he's just like, if I'm like, Dad, that story was insane. You're joking, right? And he's like, I don't know.
Goofy Dad
He's
here.
Like, no, I'm not. I'm not joking. But no, yeah, that if I asked him afterwards and was like, hey, that actually really bothered me, then I think his response to that would determine.
Determine how you,
Yeah.
how seriously you take your internet safety.
No, just like, just how.
Dad, I got the point. Please.
Yeah. How much I could be like, how much I could trust him after that. I don't know if he liked the story, to be honest, because, I mean, he's running away, like, crying.
Yeah, he's sobbing.
I have often been shook to my core by scary stories when I was young, but I never cried because of them.
Yeah.
And I always enjoyed them. So I think if I was crying because of them, I'd be like, I don't want to ever think about that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, and do you think the dad is here? Do you think the dad here is right? Like, right to tell the story?
No, you think he's right in what he said at the very end that his son did like the story.
Yeah, no. He straight up did not like that story at all.
Too much.
Too
Too
much.
scary.
A little too much.
Yeah.
Also,
He should have just done a really scary instead of a really, really scary story.
Yeah.
Bring it back a little bit. Just one parent popping in the doorway at a weird angle would have been enough.
Just one, and
Yep.
2 is where they got too crazy, I guess.
Yep. There's only been a few things, like stories and jokes that I've ever heard that like immediately it stuck so much in my brain that I was like, I got the story, I could retell it whenever and wherever.
Yeah.
This is one of them. The other one that really comes to mind is the Cheerio joke, which one of these days I will have to tell y'all, but we don't have time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we want to go ahead and get into the next story?
Yeah.
Also, can I just point out, this is, first of all, it's Get Up, Wake Up by Elias Witherow, posted 11 years ago, which I thought, man, it's from like 2009, 2010, something like that. Nope. 2015.
Yep.
This is the second story he ever posted on
Oh, that's
Reddit.
crazy.
That's why I went back, because like I was between, like, The Tall Dog is one of my favorites that he's written, and I knew like The Black Farm was going to be and Feed the Pig were going to be way too long. The Tall Dog's fantastic, but that would be like one full episode type thing. And so I went back and I found a few of his like short stories, and this being a second one, it like I read it and I halfway remembered it from forever ago, but this feels like a very traditional, here's a scary story you tell around a campfire. Ooh, spooky.
Okay, let's do it.
The alarm was going off, that mind-tearing beep over and over again, challenging me to test
A test of endurance.
a test of endurance. Thank you, son.
You're welcome, Dad.
Thank you, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
You're welcome, son. I dragged myself out from the clutches of my covers and took 3 steps across my bedroom and slammed my open palm down on the off button. I stood there for a moment, dazed, and scrubbed my eyes with the heels of my palms. It was still dark out. The clock read 3 a.m. To me, it translated to, "Go back to bed, idiot." I trudged into my kitchen and began to make coffee. As the water boiled, I lazily scanned my living space. Quiet, plain, simple. I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment about as cookie cutter as they come. Plain off-white walls, matching carpet, 650 square feet of single life. But I was confident here.
A tiny, tiny little place.
Yeah. It sounds like it's just bedroom, living room, kitchen,
A studio apartment.
bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
Well, actually,
pays
a living room.
$8,000 for it a month.
New York ass apartment.
No, this was
But
11
I was-
years ago. That would have been like
True.
$400 a month.
Yeah. Yeah, true. But I was content here. My job wasn't hell, my brother lived down the road, and I was in my early 20s and still trying to figure everything out. My apartment was my safe space to do that. While I waited for the water, I went into the bathroom, closed the door, and got into the shower. As the water washed over me, stripping the cobwebs of sleep away, my mind drifted over my work schedule for the day. I delivered goods for a small mom-and-pop department store, and while it didn't pay very well, it was enough to get by until I decided what I was going to do with my life. I squirted a glob of soap into my hands and massaged it through my hair. As I stepped back into the hot steam of water, I heard something.
I have to say that's a nasty way of putting that. I don't know.
My toilet flushed.
Not that.
What?
I squirted a glob of shampoo in my hands
yeah.
and massaged it through my hair.
You know, it made a sound
Yeah.
coming out, too. My toilet flushed. I froze. That was strange. Blinded by the soap streaming down my face, I could only listen in darkness. The toilet in my bathroom was mere feet away, separated from myself by only the shower curtain. Was there someone in the bathroom with me? I suddenly felt incredibly vulnerable, naked, and blinded.
Be a little strange if you weren't naked in the shower.
Yeah.
Hello? I asked, my voice shaking. Someone or something ran out of the bathroom. So if this is you, what do you do if you, in your lone studio apartment, nobody else lives there, you're in the shower, 3 a.m. in the morning, you hear the toilet flush, and something or someone run out of the bathroom? What do you do?
Legitimately, I think I'd assume it was the landlord or like the property manager.
At 3 a.m.?
I would be like, I'm
He's
looking
fixing
for
the
a
toilet. I
new
don't know.
apartment, but I'd also be like, it's probably the landlord and he's just a freak.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
I'd be like, the pervy landlord snuck into my apartment?
You had to use my
Bro,
toilet at 3 in the
I'd be
morning
like-
while I'm in the
I'd be
shower?
like, this dude's got some pretty discerning taste.
Oh, I don't know what I would do, dude. You're naked in the shower.
You got soap still in your eyes, you can see, and you hear somebody run away.
Pee on him.
Just immediately
You
bust
gotta
out
be
of the
real
shower
brave
and
to
take
find a
off.
man naked. It's like running.
I gotta, if it was me, I gotta be honest, like, I've heard stuff in the middle of the night, all different times, whether I'm in the shower or whether it's, just sleep or whatever else is going on, I might just play it off like
I'm sleeping.
I'm still trying to wake up. The coffee's, I'm trying to make it. Surely I flushed the toilet and it's just sort of messed up. Yeah. And it finally went.
You got a toilet delay, Paul?
Yeah, it's like you hit the thing and then it takes time. It's like maybe the flappers messed up.
At the very least, I'd be like, I didn't know toilets could have a toilet delay. Like, I didn't know they could break like that. Maybe it's something to do with the shower.
Maybe. Could be. It's like one of those when you flush the toilet and the shower gets hot.
You know what?
But now when the shower's on, it flushes the toilet. It's backwards.
Yeah. I'd be like, man, I really ought to look into... I really ought to learn how...
Grab the razor everybody has in the shower and then run up to him and start like...
Yeah.
Trying to cut him.
I really should have let you make that joke, so you had to do that gesture a few more times.
Yeah.
And as you're chasing the dude has like full beard. When you're done, it's like clean shaven.
Oh no! How could you?
Also totally fine.
It's Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect shave, no razor burn or anything.
Right. Wait.
The sudden familiar noise put a spike of terror through my heart. I scrubbed my face under the water, forced my bloodshot eyes open.
This dude's showers are just like mine, for real.
For real. Soapy eyes? Like a child?
Every time I get out of the shower, I look like I just smoked so much marijuana.
God, what temperature do you have your water at?
It's not the temperature. I think I'm just a greasy man. And then the oil drains from my hair into my eyeballs.
I'm just a big ball of grease and it all goes into my eyes.
You read that one Junji Ito story? That's
yeah. Turn into a snail.
Not that one.
No, it's the one where he
squeezes,
all the stuff comes out. Yeah. The sudden familiar noise put a spike of terror through my heart. I scrubbed my face under the water and forced my bloodshot eyes open. I slammed the water off and poked my head out from the curtain. My bathroom door was wide open. Heart beating out of my mouth, I grabbed a towel and slammed the door shut. Chest heaving, I contemplated what to do. I wasn't alone in my home. If they had left, I would have heard the front door open because it's only 650 square feet.
Okay, buddy. Calling it a home is generous. It's more like a room.
It's a slightly big room that you
Hey, home is where the heart is. It's what you make it.
He comes out and then it's just like he's like
somebody in here?
I'm not alone. Just
it's like if you can hear the front door, they can hear literally everything you're doing.
Yeah.
My bathroom was located on the left. As soon as you walked into my apartment, down the hallway was my living room and the kitchen with the bedroom in the back. If someone was in my apartment, they were down the hall, possibly in any one of those rooms.
Dude, no freaking 650 square foot apartment has a hallway.
Yeah, there's just doors.
So I was trying to figure out how this worked. What I assumed is that he has like his main living space here with the bedroom, kitchen, and apartment. There is a hallway that then goes to the bathroom. And if you stepped outside of the apartment, there would be like a laundry room. So that way all of the plumbing is in one area. This is how any place that I've worked at. They have like the bathrooms back to back. So there would be your neighbor's bathroom on the other side. With you'd be able to hear them in the bathroom.
Yeah.
But like then you would have like an area for like the water, they could shut it off, or it could be a spot to wash clothes. So that's why there would be a hallway, because it's just like, this is where the plumbing and everything is going.
Okay.
That is the only thing I could think, because I'm like, I don't understand what kind of weird duck-shaped apartment he's got.
Yeah.
I believe that Polt's tradesman expertise is the biggest value proposition of Let's Split Up.
Without him, we'd be so lost.
Yeah. I mean,
Need a piece of paper.
He's gonna draw it for us.
Yes.
God
Like
damn
here would be like the front
Can't
door.
escape it.
There's like the living room, like the kitchen.
that's
And
not
then
the right
like
clue.
he's got his bed in the like corner. This is the bedroom in the corner. And this is probably like this.
That's
Either
such an
that or it
odd-
comes down and he's got like a little like closet with the AC right here at the end of the hallway.
That's still the weirdest looking little house.
Yeah, so like if you're looking at it, it would be like this. Like here's the hallway in the apartment complex.
Yeah,
There would be
so that's
another
somebody
door
else's
here.
house.
It's either like maintenance. That's not how you do an M. It'd be like a maintenance for like the water, or it could be like laundry.
Okay.
That's how I write on plans.
Outside.
And then there could be another bathroom right here for your neighbor on this side.
Imagine
Because
you
then it would
work
share
in-
all of the plumbing in this wall.
Imagine
and
you
this
work in
wall.
construction and you show up on the job site one day and that's what they hand you.
Do you know how many times I've received one of these?
Really?
Yes. People go, I'm like, hey, do you have any plans? And they're like, yeah. Here you go. I'm like,
That's like our plans for the podcast.
okay.
Yeah.
The podcast was like, you want to do something? Hey, you
And
want to
then-
do something? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we put together a house and we're like, why does it
Why does it look like a
why it look
duck?
like that? Why it look like that?
Why is that side really high?
I thought it said quacked for a minute. Quietly, I quacked the door. I peeked out, craning my neck around the door frame.
Quietly I quacked the door. I peeked out, craning my neck. Wait, no, I peeped out, craning my neck around the door to take a gander at my living room.
Shadows were shoved against the walls by the kitchen light, but everything was quiet in the way only the night is. I silently crept through my apartment. Goosebumps rose.
Goosebumps is mine! It's my thing!
It's all birds.
Goose!
Goosebumps rose on my damp skin. And I felt as if the ceiling were breathing down on me. I reached the end of the hall and all was still. My living room lay frozen and indifferent in the dim light. Nothing. There was no one.
It's haunted.
I took an unsteady breath and quickly scooted into the kitchen. The water for my coffee was at a full boil. Is at a full boil, and I turned off the light of the stove.
Boil.
Boil. I reached into my knife drawer and drew out the biggest one that I had. Let me get.
Drawing out my knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holds a piece of paper.
Mhm.
It's like the SpongeBob episode. What the fuck?
What?
That a scraper?
Oh, it's a knife.
Even I've got this.
I have this one. This is in my pocket. This is the one I use at work.
Got my dual wield here, or dual blade. That'd be a really good way to lose a finger.
It's not working. Ah!
Never bring a knife to a lighter fight.
It's like boom.
Then you'd also be able to see in the dark.
Yeah.
Never bring a knife to a big lighter fight.
There was only the bedroom left, and I wasn't going in there empty-handed. I stood for a moment, ears straining to pick up any kind of sound. The only thing I could hear was the muted thump of my own heart and the soft patter of wet dripping off the ends of my hair onto the floor.
Bro's still butt naked, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. I walked towards my bedroom, trying to force my eyes to see past the darkness inside the slightly open door. As I was about to push it all the way open, I paused. Was there a noise coming from in there? Gripping the knife tighter, I put my ear against the wood. Was that breathing I heard, or just my imagination?
I always get nervous when people put their ears like up against doors and stuff in horror movies because I think
Drill.
somebody's just gonna straight like stab their head and it's happening.
Dude, actually,
Isn't
that'd be a
that-
great scene. Would be drill through the door,
Okay.
and like you just hear it. Zzz.
Yeah.
And like
What?
they start to pull away and it pulls them back in.
Oh my
That'd be
god,
great.
that'd be so
great.
brutal. It's like, no, wow.
Which it's a Friday the 13th movie where that happens, isn't it? Not with the drill, with like
the
either
knife?
an arrow or a knife. Yeah, he stabs through and the person gets caught on the door.
I'm sure it's happened in plenty of horror movies.
What is the movie? The Slumber Party Sleepover.
Oh, Slumber Party Sleepover?
Slumber Party Massacre. Is it Slumber Party Massacre? I think that's what it is. Yeah. That one's with the drill. I thought I had it, and then you're like, yeah, that's it. I'm like, Swallowing hard, I stepped back and then kicked the door open. Light from the kitchen spilled inside, and for a second, I saw hundreds of shapes all scrambling back into the darkness. A moment later, I flicked the light switch on. Nothing. I drew a long, shuddering breath and exhaled slowly, tension flowing out of me as I walked back into my living room.
I'm so impressed that the story just like sucked me back in.
I know.
That quick. That's such a good line.
At this point, do you start thinking that maybe there really was nothing? That maybe it's the same thing as like when you fall asleep and you hear like a loud noise right as you're about to pass out, or your body jerks and then you're back awake? Do you think it's one of those? Or do you think maybe it's haunted or something is in here? What are you thinking at this point? Like, how do you go about... You clearly heard something in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
You think you heard something coming from your bedroom. You think you saw something. Like, you're so uncertain and it's
you
so
think you
early.
saw 100 somethings.
A lot of somethings.
So what are you doing? What do you do now? What do you do now?
Really bad story for somebody who's scared of geometry, by the way.
Yeah. First the apartment
A
layout.
trapezoid.
Now that. I think it's bugs. There's straight bugs up in there.
Yeah, I think I'd be like, dang,
Like
roaches.
sentient roaches are gonna
Roaches.
kill me.
Roaches came in here and
Okay.
took a dump and flushed my toilet.
Yeah.
This story makes a lot more sense now. For like another story that Elias wrote years later.
Oh.
I can see how he got to the other story based off of this one.
Oh, well, that's very vague.
And actually, I do have it linked at the bottom of this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, anyway, to be honest, based on my experiences with the Airbnb and with the chimp that I told you guys about last time, I'm like, yeah, chimp B&B. Knowing me, I think I'd probably try to rationalize it because I'm like, I'm too freaking tired for this.
I live here. I'm here all the time.
I'm
Early,
like, can you just
know?
let me go to sleep before you eat me?
Yeah. Let me not be alive and awake.
Sets out a 44 Magnum for the monster. Just use this. Like, yeah. Uh-huh.
I think I would try and put some clothes on and then leave.
Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. There's roaches in your pants. They get in your butt.
What movie? Oh no, I was watching what was it? Tales from the Dark Side. There's an episode where that kind of happens. I actually might. It's a really good episode. I might see if we can do it on the pod. But that happens. It's like an alien species of like
crawling in butts.
yeah. It's like an alien species of like little roach things, like scorpion roach things, and they escape by hiding in the scientist's clothes.
I watched this video like last night that was like some dude out on like a job site, and he had, to give a visual example, he had his boot and like the part where the sole met with like the cloth kind of pocket that your foot is actually in had split, and he was using like a pair of like pliers to pull something out, and it looked like a little twig in there. Eventually he got it, and you realize that the twig has little segments along it. He pulls it. It's a scorpion that's hiding in his shoe.
Oh, that's disgusting. Anyway, what I was going to say is maybe change clothes real quick and then just go ahead and get out of the house, whether it's like real or not. I'm gonna just leave for a
Yeah.
little bit. Go
Just
clear my
Just
head.
be like, I can go somewhere and get coffee instead of needing my
Yeah.
own.
Yeah,
I'm making.
go
Waffle
to a
House.
diner. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Waffle House.
Yeah.
I hate that place.
Don't even have
My
to take
refuge.
clothes. They'll warm you up there.
Yeah. Like, you need a uniform, honey. You
Can
wanna
I
start
warm
cooking?
you up?
Yeah.
yeah, they'll give you a job. They'll give you a job like that.
I still think at this point, probably just gonna be like, I'm just so tired. Let me drink my coffee first. Like that would be my next thought. Let me walk over here.
First,
Let
I'm
me
gonna
drink
make
some coffee. Let the caffeine wake me up a little bit more, and then I can process what just happened. Whether someone's in here, if I have a squatter or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But like me, I guess the other thing is like I know where all the different access points are, and from working on houses, like I know how the walls are and like how thick they are. And
Yeah.
so I know different spaces. I have a space in my house that I thought was weird that lined up in the corner of my bedroom
Yeah.
and like with the closet next door. I'm like, there is a gap about this wide that you could probably get to.
So you're telling me you're just gonna run straight through the walls to get outside?
Just like punch through, be like,
Yeah.
oh, gotcha, and rip them out. But
man.
I don't know. Like, I would have to have some coffee to sit down and figure it out. Just
think-
like he did here.
Wait. I think this scenario is gonna wake you up really quickly. I don't think you're gonna be tired anymore.
Yeah,
after
I mean,
seeing
your
something
heart
like that.
is racing at this
Yeah.
point.
Well, that's what you'd think. But from experience, if you wake up and there's a chimp in the room above you and you're more scared of chimps than anything, you'll probably still go back to sleep.
Nah, there's nothing.
Nah, that would never happen to anybody ever.
Yeah. Buff Jambo wouldn't hurt nobody.
Yeah, Buff Jumbo's here to hang out.
Yeah.
Cool dude. He'd want to sit down on the couch with you,
Yeah.
naked. I sat down on my couch, naked still, and almost chuckled. But I didn't because I knew deep down that I had not imagined those footsteps. A chill coiled itself down my spine at the thought, and I went to pour my coffee. That's when my phone beeped.
Beep, beep, beep.
A text message.
That when my phone beep.
That's when my phone beep. It go beep.
Beep.
I picked it up from where it was charging on the kitchen counter and saw that it was from my brother. Oddly, I thought he was never up this early, even though he lived a few blocks down in an apartment almost similar to mine.
It was almost similar, but it was actually nothing alike.
Yeah, not even close.
Completely different.
Between work and his girlfriend, the times we did get to hang out were few and far between. I opened the message and my heart stopped. There's something in my bathroom. Before my eyes were even finished reading the text, I got another one. It was a picture. The picture was of his shower. The curtain was closed, but you could see a dark human-shaped shadow just behind it. Gripping the edge of the curtain was a hand, black as night, and fingers impossibly long. Confusion and horror coursed through my mind, and I hastily brought up my brother's number and punched it. It rang 4 times before he answered with a voice groggy and weak. Hello? Dude, are you okay? I whispered fiercely. What the hell is going on? What is that? Silence for a few seconds, then, bro, are you okay? Why are you calling me so early? You woke me up, man. I paused, thrown off guard. What do you mean? Those texts, they're from you. You just sent them to me. What's going on? I didn't send you any text, man. I'm going back to bed. I'll talk to you later. And then he hung up. I stared blankly at my phone. What was happening? I hastily reopened my text and pulled up the ones that I had gotten from him only moments ago, and that's when it hit me with a terrible realization. The picture I had received was of my shower, and that's when it came out of the bathroom and down the hall towards me.
Interesting.
That's where it ends.
That's it! That's the end of the story. Oh, a spooky thing come to get you.
We spent most of that story talking about architecture.
True.
That might be our fault, though.
Yeah. I mean, you have designs. The spooky thing runs out from here and down the hall towards him,
Okay.
where he's on the phone with his brother.
The visual is a little bit scarier. there's just like a pitch black thing running at you. Yeah, that would scare the shit out of me.
I liked it most when I thought it was like the thing of there's a ton of something in this apartment with him, like too many of something to fit.
Yep.
That's a really fun idea.
That's why there is another story that this one here, his second story, which is why I was like, this would be cool. Go back to his second story that he wrote. We kind of know some other ones like Tommy Taffy, Feed the Pig, which turned into the Black Form, The Tall Dog. What else? A few other like really popular creepypastas. But so I went to look up some of his newer stories and some other stuff, and I found a post on that he made on Creepcast. And it made me kind of hesitant to include one of his newer things or one of his more popular stories, because the post he made was a little like scared, because he's like, I know that these stories like Tommy Taffy, a bunch of people didn't like it because of the content that was in it, and like the Creepcast community gave him a lot of hate for that story, and he was like, I don't really know if I want this community reading some of my other stories because of the reactions that they might have to what I put in them. And you can go through and read the reason that he did that, that he gives kind of over the years, and it's like he wrote those stories basically based on his upbringing, and it was a way for him to cope and deal with certain things. And it was like, oh, so this isn't just some like crazy guy out here writing insane stuff about an eternal third parent or whatever, but it's like he was dealing with stuff, there's reasons that he wrote this, and it's neat to go back to one of his first stories and see the progression of how he took stories as a medium and turned it into a form of therapy for himself, as well as reading this story and seeing like some of his other ones where he took the ideas that are in this and changed them quite a bit more to become just like a lot more.
Yeah.
I still maintain that the reason why so many people think that Tommy Taffy is like the most heinous story out there is because of the fact that none of them actually freaking read it. And like, it's bad for sure, but it's not like insane. It's not like Playground or The Slob or something like that. It's not like extreme literature. It's extreme for creepypasta.
Yeah.
And just deals with stuff that it's not like describing it in detail.
Yeah.
It's like it's always happening off in like another room.
Yep.
People are, hear a censored version of it, and then they're like,
that's so bad. I hate this guy.
They fill it in with like the worst thing they can imagine, which is worse than what's actually in the story.
Yeah.
No. It's like, this guy's a freak. I'm never going to read his stuff. And it's like, no, dude, like I think the Feed the Pig was one of the first stories that I heard from Elias Witherow that stood out. And I was like, this is one of the most intense and insane creepypastas that I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And then that sent me down this trail of like trying to find his other stories. And like The Tall Dog, I was like, this one's not near as intense.
Yeah.
But it's like the way that he wrote the story is really neat. And I was like, especially for how it ties into being on the internet. I was like, this is really cool. Like this one here is it's simple. It's a second story. It feels a lot like, let's sit down around a campfire, you're teenagers, let me tell you a scary story, and it's like a scary thing comes out and gets you, and you have a friend come running out of the woods behind you to scare somebody.
It does have like the cheaper kind of scares, like I was in the shower and something ran by me. I do like the picture thing though. That's kind of awesome. That was kind of a good little touch. But like Crow said, I think if he kept it like hundreds of like little somethings, that probably would have made it better. Like he's sitting on the couch and he's like, and then he realized it was from his phone, and then millions of cockroaches started coming out of his walls to eat him. I would have been like, what the fuck? Holy shit, that's crazy.
What was the line? He does say something about the ceiling felt like it was breathing down on him.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that would have been a cool thing to just have like all of a sudden, they're spilling out of the bathroom. They come like falling down on him. Like they're also they're just from everywhere.
Or if like the house itself was alive.
So I have some questions about the story.
Okay.
Now, first off, are you calling your brother back? Like, if this is you in the moment, like you talk to your brother, you get these weird pictures, are you calling him back right away to be like, no, seriously, like I need your help. I don't know what's happening.
Dude, I would not be in the house at this point.
You just leave, butt naked.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
Sorry. Buck naked.
No, yeah, you definitely call him back. Like, his brother lives in the same apartment building, right?
No, he's down a couple blocks down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Run to your brother's house. Or just,
Yeah.
Just run to him and be like, yo, something crazy's going on. I'm
There's
not
something
going
in your
back.
shower.
Yeah.
And then you pull up the picture. That was my shower. And then the brother's just scared because he's naked. Yeah.
The thing to me is it's like it texts from his brother's phone and then puts it back.
It's like there's cool ideas here, and then it's like you don't really know how to write a story yet. So you're putting these ideas out. And like the good thing that I do love about this is the fact that the story came out, that it's something that we can read and then see the progression. Otherwise, it's like you wrote a story, you didn't really know where to tie stuff in or how to make it work to get an ending. Yeah. And then you never post it, and then you never go anywhere with it. Yeah. Versus now he's got what, like 4 or 5 books out.
Yeah.
So
Also, I will say, when I was getting into creepypasta, this was the stuff that always got me the most, because it's like the stuff that is based on these experiences that everybody's had, where it's like, oh yeah, I've taken a shower and been like, oh, it's kind of unnerving that I'm
so vulnerable right now.
Yeah, that I can't see anything out of here, particularly with like certain audiences, like professional Super Smash Brothers players. They're not going to be able to relate as much.
I see. Okay. I was like, where's this going? I have this thought all the time. My shower is one of those that has like a window, like kind of high to let in natural light. I always think about me looking up and there's just a person just like watching me shower and it terrifies me.
I've had that happen before. It is not cool.
What?
Used to, the shower that I had, it was like a tub jacuzzi shower. The jacuzzi didn't work on it though. And so it was like shower, but it was the blocks. I mean, it was huge. It was like a giant window that went almost all the way down, and they were the clear, like distorted glass blocks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I was under the impression always, you can't see me in here. Yeah. And I had some friends show up one day. This is like, I don't know, a couple months before I got married. Some friends showed up. They were waiting, we were going to go do whatever. And they walk around the house because I'm in the shower. I didn't think they were going to show up like an hour early. And my buddy walks over to the glass and he bangs on the little glass block and he's like, hey, what are you doing? And I was like, can you see me in here? And he was like, yeah, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm in the shower. He was like, no, I can tell. What are you doing? I was like, are you I was like, I can't in the shower anymore. So then like I ended up getting another rod with a shower curtain to hang on that side where the window. I was like, how long have my neighbors just watched me and everyone else that has lived here in the shower?
How long have my neighbors seen my ball sack?
It was still blurred, but it's like clearly you could see somebody there.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Your neighbors weren't wondering how long.
Yeah.
The neighbors have a window facing your shower window.
Not cool. Right. Not cool. Now the shower's not like that. The blocks are still there, but they redid the shower so it's all covered by tile.
Okay, good.
So second question that I had, do you still have the knife?
Oh, yeah.
Theoretically, yes, but in my hand, probably not.
You've got it close. I mean, you're in the kitchen, you were going to get coffee, you pick up your phone.
You waddled back to the bathroom door with the clinch so it doesn't fall.
Third question, do you run, do you fight, or do you just stand there and accept your fate?
Brother, I ain't been clinching for nothing.
Is the knife in between your butt cheeks, or is it
in between?
Is it like sticking in?
I'm not a psychopath.
He's like, doosh, 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 and like jump, spin around, and stab him right in your butt.
Nothing ends up happening. I'm like, well, puts the knife back, slips it back in the block.
Keep that for safekeeping.
Realistically, I'm probably going to run, but also if something's so fast, I'm just sitting on my couch. What are you gonna do?
I was under the impression you're like at the end of the hall and you're trapped.
No, you were, because he was on the couch. He gets up, he walks over to get coffee, and his phone rings that is on the counter. And he picks up his phone and sees the picture and then calls, and then the thing comes running after he gets off the phone. Yep. So the knife is probably close, but I don't know where it's at. But if it was me, still got the knife.
I know where it's at.
I know. The thing doesn't. And it won't until it's too late.
Yeah. Never let him know your next move.
So the third story is the issue I had in trying to find it, because it has taken me the last like 4 years to finally find the story. It's called The Black Rain on the No Sleep podcast. But when you find the story on No Sleep, it's called Found a Cryptic Note Next to a Bottle of Something in an Old Building Downtown. And the account that posted this story is deleted, but Logan Barker is the one that they credited on the No Sleep podcast from 12 years ago. And there is a content warning for this one for self-harm. So yeah, that's like it's a big theme in this one.
Okay. Also, the Black Rain is a much cooler name.
It is, and it makes a lot more sense, but I feel like the reason that they changed it is because there were some elements of the story they changed for the audio format, but it's one of those things with the No Sleep podcast, not the No Sleep podcast, just the No Sleep subreddit, where you have to have a reason for you to be posting the story. And you know, like there's a whole element of like, I am here asking for advice, or like,
yeah,
Tales from the Gas Station. It's a guy typing out all the weird events. Like there's different reasons that they're there, and you have to, there has to be a reason.
I'm fully on board with the modern hate train for No Sleep. I must say.
I just want to say, this story sounds like I'm about to read an isekai. You know how like all isekai animes are like, I was in a dungeon as a slime, and then this beautiful woman came and saved me.
Oh.
And now I'm a vending machine.
Yeah.
With a smartphone. My disillusionment with shows like that started when Reborn in Another World with my smartphone played it so seriously. I was like, this could have been funny. But I got like 3 episodes in and I was like, it's not funny. I was like, they don't think it's funny. They think it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not cool. It's just funny.
Like, I guess ReZero did kind of the same thing, but they did a really good job with it.
And also, ReZero is a short title. I'm talking about the sentence for titles.
Also, that would be totally one that I would talk about on this podcast.
This story, he sets it up. I can read the intro for you so you understand how this was allowed onto the No Sleep subreddit. It says, I found this note in one of the older houses in town. I wouldn't call it trespassing so much as adventurous urban exploring. The note was in a rusted safe, wrapped in plastic baggies over and over again until the ball was roughly the size of my head. In between each layer of the plastic bags, hundreds of silica gel packs were stuffed. I brought home the huge ball and the bottle of liquid inside next to it. The other baggies sort of crumbled like they were brittle. The inner ones were normal. After I read the note, I immediately knew that I had to post it here.
That feel when you find a bag of drugs in a abandoned building and you open it up and it's just some kid's scary story.
Have you ever watched the regular show?
Oh yeah,
of course.
Do you remember the white elephant episode where Muscle Man pops a bottle and it's like, what is this? And he opens up, he's like, it was ranch dressing 15 years ago. Now it's a paperweight. And it's just like this black liquid in the vial. That's what I think when I read this.
Yeah. I used to actually do like urban exploring. It is just trespassing, but when you're a teenager, you don't want to call it that because it's not as cool. There is this hospital that is huge. It's abandoned. It's like 4 buildings and all of it's just straight abandoned. And they're like 13 stories tall. It's the coolest thing ever. I actually did. We went into one of these the bottom basement rooms, and we found a bunch of tiny little vials that just had radioactive symbols all over them. So naturally, we all took one home because why not?
And now when I hold it up to my camera
I
glitches
glow
out
at night, and I don't know why.
No night lights for me. I am the night light.
I'm like that kid in Sky High.
I glow in the dark.
Yeah, but no. Whenever he said that, I was like, we were definitely, I would call it urban exploring as a kid, when my dad would be like, that's just illegal. What you're doing is
You're
illegal.
just out there, not supposed to be there. So, considering that you have participated in such experiments before,
Many of times, actually.
are you bringing this home? Like, what do you do with this carefully wrapped vial of strange liquid? And you find the note. Like, what is the first thing that you're gonna do? Are you gonna like leave it there? Are you gonna read the note right there? Are you gonna unwrap it? Are you gonna call a friend? Are you immediately going to post this on the internet for whatever you found?
I'm going to read the note there and bring it home and bring the vial home with me because I'm stupid.
Of course, it'll make sense after we read the story exactly what was in the note.
Then I'll be like, never mind.
But if you choose to read it there, that might change your opinion.
First of all, just as bravery is so often mistaken for foolishness, I would ask that the two of you not mistake my wisdom for cowardice in admitting that I would never be in this situation to begin with.
Going in abandoned buildings, it's fun.
I'd be like, honestly, more than anything, I'd be like, I think as soon as I found the thing covered in plastic bags, I'd be like, that's gross. I'm not touching that.
It's in a safe, though. He found it in a safe.
Okay, I'd probably be like, maybe there's money in here.
Let me unwrap it.
Yeah.
No money.
Did you guys ever do that? You guys ever urban explore?
Oh, no.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Lame. Next.
Where I grew up, like all around was nothing but woods. Like a bunch of woods. So me and my buddies, we used to go out there into the woods. We'd find a spot, make a fire, or whatever, go fishing. Whatever it was.
That's the opposite of urban exploration, Polt.
That's forest exploration.
When we would do this, we would eventually end up coming across, like, here's where an old home place was. There'd be like a well. We found, old bottles and all different kind of stuff. What made me so upset was I went to work, started electrical work, eventually ended up doing like residential stuff in the area, and got called down to a mansion close by where I used to be out in the woods. A literal mansion with outside like giant marble statues. It's all grown up in the woods. Doors were left open in this thing for years, and the vines had come inside. Like it looked like rose red. It was out there, and I was like, I was a half a mile away from this place for years and never stumbled across it.
The coolest
And then
thing.
I got to go in there and work on it, and it was like there was paintings left in this place that were
insane.
Super expensive paintings. Like what it was is there was a couple, they lived there, they were very well off. The husband got sick and they had to move to another state so they could get treatment. And I believe the husband ended up dying, and finally the wife returned after like 10 years to get her house back in order after her husband had passed.
Dude, that actually would be a great freaking setup for a horror story.
It was crazy. Like I was in there, I was like, this is insane. It was right there all this time.
I used to, I grew up in a very secluded area, very wooded area. But there's an abandoned middle school that we used to go to all the time. There was an abandoned hospital, and then the big abandoned hospital we used to go to that I just told you about. And then also just in the woods, there's just stuff. There's just shacks and houses everywhere in the woods. And it's awesome. Yep. But I would always get mad if I went with people and they started to just like break windows and destroy shit. I'm like, why? Leave it alone.
Yeah.
I just want to look around.
Yeah. Because like those are the people who
cool in here.
End up leading to those places like getting closed off,
Exactly.
Yep. Then they have a guard posted. Like I had which it was my great uncle that owned a bunch of like cars, and there was like a couple RVs and campers out there. I was the only one to go through those, and I actually found my great grandfather's some of his rings, as well as 2 of his canes in one of those campers. And then I brought them back, and I was like, somebody just left these out here. I'm like, this is super cool.
And his skull.
Yeah. And I found his disassembled body everywhere.
Yeah. I don't know why he had so many ribs.
A chest full of ribs. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
About 6 foot long, just all ribs.
Oh my God. It's crazy.
This is the note.
Oh yeah, right.
This is the note that he posted online after he found it wrapped with the vial of strange black liquid. This is the note that he posted for us to see why it was so important for him to post it immediately.
I remember when the rains first fell. Thankfully, I was inside at the time when the skies cried. From a clear blue sky, rain fell. It wasn't too odd in Kansas, where the winds could blow rain from storm systems miles away, but the sheer amount was the first surprising aspect. I guess we should have realized something was wrong immediately. For one, the rain didn't stop. 2, it was icy cold. It felt like sleet falling on your bare skin. Ouch.
Yeah, that does sound really painful.
Yeah. But this was in the middle of July. Thirdly, and this is what really got meteorologists involved, and later the rest of the scientific community, the rain was black. Not pitch black or oily black, but like lake water on a dark night. Just that deep, still watery darkness. Every single drop held the color, no matter what light you shone through it, no matter how much you diluted it.
That's a really cool detail, that it's like, even if you add other stuff to it, it doesn't get watered down. It's like it corrupts it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, we were stupid then.
I still am.
Really? Stupid and crazy. We take drops of the water, put them in jugs of tap water, and just watch as the rest of the water faded to match the black, inky texture of the black raindrop. But what were we supposed to do? It had been raining for weeks at that point, and no one was willing to go outside. I mean, for all we knew, that rain could have been fallout or some new biological warfare tool. So we just stayed inside, our pitiful prepared supplies dwindling. The reports we got on the news were unhelpful at best, and confusing or misleading at worst. Scientists had done everything to this water. They'd examined it under electron microscopes?
Big microscopes.
They'd examined it under electron microscopes, broken it down, analyzed it for any virus, bacteria, protozoan, or parasite, and just could not find anything. The only 2 ways this water was different from any other water was the diluting aspect and its freezing temperature. The water seemed to have no known freezing point. The scientists said they expected its freezing point to be absolute 0, but had no way to test that theory. I'm rambling a bit, but that's because it's hard to explain what happened next. People began going outside into the now waist-high black waters. They were reassured by the government and the broadcast that this water was essentially the same as any water. That, I can tell you, was a crock.
The hit PlayStation 1 game?
Yeah. That, I can tell you, was a crock.
At first, I was like, oh man, that's going to be really bad if it gets into like the, water table or whatever. Like, people just don't. It's like in the drinking water, and then it like pollutes all of it and turns all of it into the same black water.
Yeah,
but like
to drink it to survive.
Then it's like, oh, people begin going outside into the waist-high black waters. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe that's not the biggest concern here.
You got it. You got to finish this. This is
okay. Keep going.
People began dying by the hundreds as soon as they walked outside into the black tsunami that had been raging for almost 2 months. They pushed their own heads underwater until we could no longer see any inkish black bubbles rising to the top. I watched my neighbors kill themselves, quite literally trying to go and get food. What the fuck?
That's great.
What the fuck is happening?
It gets crazier from here.
What the hell is happening?
Oh man.
All I can picture is the blob thing from that Stephen King story the raft.
Yeah, the raft. So how long do you think you could hold out in your own home before you had to chance and go for a swim? Like how many weeks or months do you think you would be able to make your food supplies last? Because like currently, the water still does work and it is just good to go tap water. So they have water, I guess you could still use your toilet if you want, but I don't know. It would still flush for now. But like food wise, how long do you think you could last?
I could probably, with the food I have in my house right now, probably last like maybe a month or 2 if I like rationed it, because I got like protein bars and stuff. So
yeah.
Here's the question: am I here or at my house?
You're at your house.
You're there. No food.
Yeah.
Like 2
Only
hours.
Yeah. But it like hypnotizes them to kill themselves, it seems.
Yeah, as soon as they went into it and opened the door, they stepped into the water and drowned themselves.
I would probably try and make a makeshift boat out of my house.
I don't know. It kind of almost seems like it's just that they try to swim because they're desperate, and it's just like, well,
What can I do?
yeah. I don't know that it's necessarily like it's exhibiting some like
influence over them or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'd last a decent while because I've gone through enough phases of being like, oh, I'd like to cook something and get like some canned stuff and then never cook it.
Yeah, sits in the pantry.
Yeah. But at some point, I'm going to be eating sauces for calories.
I got a leather couch. I can boil it.
Yeah. I would, I think, go for a swim before I'd get to the point of being like, I guess I gotta eat the pets.
Yeah.
Bye, my cats.
Yeah.
Because like at this point for them, it's been 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
and I my first immediate thought was like, I think like 2 weeks. 2 weeks here, we'd be pushing it. We'd be out of food.
Yeah.
But of course, I've got a bunch of kids. If it was just me on my own, I think 2 months, I would probably start to dwindle.
I mean, this basically just happened to you, Polt.
Exactly. The snowstorm that I was trapped here ran out of food, which we still had like cans of stuff in the pantry.
Yeah.
And you went crazy in 8 days.
Now that is before watching your neighbors drown.
Yeah.
Afterwards, how long do you think you could hold out?
If I
Like after seeing that out your window, your neighbors trying to go and get food and then they don't make it very far.
I think, like I said earlier, I'd probably try and find a solution to not get in the water. Like, find
make a raft.
boat, make a raft, do something to try and avoid it. Because I'm
It's so funny.
in my
that you
brain
say
right now,
that.
it's like, that's what's making something in the water is making them do that. Whether it's like some kind of alien fish or something.
Let me see. I had a question about making a boat.
I think at that point, I'd also be like, I wonder if I could make it through my neighbor's house if they've got anything left. Because
You could go urban exploring.
yeah. Find a
new
note.
abandoned house.
Find a note. The story starts back over from the start.
Yeah.
You're like, huh?
Some other dude be like, I wanted to post this on Reddit.
The note's like at his computer desk, like and Reddit's pulled up and everything.
Yeah, no sleep is on it.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. That definitely is. It's a really good question. It might be after the animals go. Because if I'm like,
oh no, that sucks.
You're over there eating a leg, and it's like, I think we need to leave.
I'm kind of lucky because I have a lot of gardening stuff. So I have like seeds and stuff. So I might be able to.
Yeah.
they don't get any water. They're not getting any rainwater or sunlight.
They get the black water. It like works the same as tap water.
Yeah, but then it's in the seeds. It's in the plants.
You can drink it.
You got tap water and stuff too,
Yeah.
though.
Can you drink it?
I think
The
that's what
tap
they said.
water?
Yeah. Then they say you could drink it, the black water.
They have tap water. Like none of them have been outside to the rain. Which we get into that here in a little bit. He has not left his house though.
Okay, so the tap water is fine.
Yeah, the tap water's fine.
Oh, well then I got plants. I'd probably survive for a long time. Now the protein, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to fucking grow mushrooms or something. I don't know.
Soda.
Oh yeah, I got my protein soda.
Have you ever watched Alone, the TV show?
No, I haven't.
no.
I see it on Netflix all the time though.
Oh, it's so good. Love that show. But basically, that's one of the issues that they always run into is they go out. There was finally one season somebody killed an elk or a moose or whatever was up there. One of the big animals. They got it, and they had all the meat that they could eat. They did not make it to the end, I'm pretty sure, because all they were eating is protein.
Oh,
Their body still continued to burn all the fat off of them to where they had to be removed. Because it's like your body needs fat over everything else. So fat was basically the most essential thing that you could get.
Yeah.
What is it called again?
Alone?
No, that
The TV
condition, rabbit starvation.
Rabbit starvation.
Like rabbits, because you don't eat rabbits.
It's because of the fact that really lean animals don't give you all the nutrients that your body actually needs. It's such as rabbits. So you can starve with a belly full of rabbit meat.
Fish was always like the best thing that they found because it had all the fats that they needed and stuff to keep going. Anyway, so I did the only thing I could. I reinforced the sandbags and the water sealant around every entrance and every exit of my home. The real hell happened after about half a week later. You see, the water did not dilute, and in fact managed to turn any surrounding regular water into the exact same thing that fell from the skies day and night. And from day one, pools had turned black, rivers too, since we lived in a landlocked state. I believe they're in Kansas. Is it Kansas?
Yeah.
Since we're in a landlocked state, we never thought about the oceans. Could they have turned black as well?
Oh, that would be
I received
terrifying.
a picture from one of my friends that lived on the coastline. For miles, all you could see was black. Dark, deep, horrific black water. I ended the call and curled up with my pillow.
Have you guys ever like been on a cruise or on a ship
No.
late at night? Dude, oh my God. The ocean is terrifying at night.
Yeah.
It's like legit just pitch black.
I
Can't see
had-
shit.
I won't even lie. That's actually would be one of the main appeals of going on a cruise to me, because it'd be such a cool, creepy experience.
Way out in the middle of nowhere. I had a cousin who, his dad, and one of their friends was off shore fishing
Yeah.
far enough out that they couldn't see the shoreline. The boat flipped.
Oh.
And
I didn't know.
they were out there for like 2 days until they got found. The main issue they had was the gas from the boat was all around them in the water.
No,
And so
sir.
they ended up with chemical burns from
Ooh.
being in the gasoline mixed water for that long.
Oh.
They got rescued though. They did get rescued by the Coast Guard. And I'm like,
can't
I don't think I want to do, I don't think I want to anymore. I'll stay and fish in a pond.
All of Polt's stories make me so much more uncomfortable than anything that we actually talk about as part of the podcast.
Yeah.
It's going to be like every time people's going to be like, who is this guy?
Yeah. Well, it's like I was invited to wire a whole abandoned mansion. There was a dark being with bugs crawling all over his skin.
Oh,
chasing
you
me.
want me to talk about the room that I found in this house way off in the
there's
middle of
a room
nowhere?
hidden in my house. There's a man with 13 cameras in there.
No, this one upstairs, there was a closet where when you opened it up, satanic symbols were written and scratched all over the walls.
What?
And the guy was like, hey, can y'all fix the wiring in this house? Some reason it doesn't work. And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I go in this room and I'm like, somebody's been doing some crazy stuff in here.
I wonder why.
There was like wax still on the carpet and the floor.
Oh my
and I was
gosh.
like, oh, very cool.
I mean, when you explore abandoned buildings and stuff, you just find that people fucking around. But the scariest thing I did find, I thought I found a dead body. Somebody in the abandoned middle school, somebody put like a bunch of sheets and stuff and pillows to make it look like a body, and then they hung it from the basketball goal. And we were like there at like midnight, and you shine a flashlight, and there's like a dude hanging there. You're like, oh no. You're like, oh God. The cops been breaking the law, and I found somebody dead.
That's pretty crazy. Man.
Yeah.
It's the principal from Scream.
Let's go see him hanging from the.
Let's go see him hanging from the goalpost.
football field.
Yeah.
Yeah. People began talking about the end of days, of the reckoning, and how this must be heaven's ashes leaking down through the clouds. Lucifer must have won, the churches proclaimed. Bedlam lived in my small town. Yeah, suicide seemed like the only option. Police could do nothing. Paramedics leaked themselves the moment they tried to leave to help anyone. Wherever you were stuck there.
No doctors can even help you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought this was the end, that my house was just, it would just crack under the growing water pressure. But no, the black rain did not force itself upon people. It would wait for you to come to it. I had began to think of it as an entity instead of an anomaly. It had to have some sentience, right? To make people just leak themselves like that, to override someone's survival instincts, to push their heads under the water, fighting not only the need to breathe, but their own buoyancy. I would not give in. I swore I would never give in.
Is the water so dense it just sucks you
No, I do think you're right.
You hold yourself
that it
under the
is-
water.
I do think that it is like a psychological influence. That it
I think
does
it would, like,
make
if it
you
went both
drown
ways.
yourself
If it was
when
like the
you
water
touch
was so dense, you just can't fight it. But also the psychological thing's awesome. But that's been done before by Stephen King in The Raft.
Then the black rain found a way to make us crack. Somehow, through all of the torrential downpour, some of the hellish water had made it into the water reservoir. And the water went through the treatment facilities, and those treatment facilities sent through the plumbing to my city's houses. I jumped back the first time I turned on the faucet and saw the black water running down my drain.
Called it.
Oh my god. That was so loud.
Sorry.
How do you plan for this? Like, what do you do? Did you plan for this? Did you think to get some extra water stored away somewhere? Like maybe I've known people that have filled up their bathtubs whenever the water supply gets messed up, or they have like, big containers and stuff. They fill up extra water bottles. Like, did you do anything, if this is you trapped here, to make sure that you have untampered water?
Yeah, I saw this coming.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Saw this coming.
He did come.
I mean, you did. And this is the other side that I had for King News Me, because you said you were going to make a raft. Do you think it would be worth it to attempt to building an enclosed raft or something so you could leave?
Absolutely.
Or would you think that, because here was my thought process, because I didn't realize he had received the message from his friend about the ocean, was that it could just be like this, like an area type of thing instead of everywhere.
Yeah.
Like if it is like the movie The Crazies, where just their town and you have to leave the town to make it out to be able to survive. Like, is there a place maybe high up enough that you could go, or somewhere that could be okay?
Yeah, I'm sure you could probably find a mountain that's above the clouds, or you could try that, but you won't have much atmosphere up there, which is bad.
Yeah.
The rainwater is probably rushing down the mountain, so I would probably head to the mountains. Yeah.
Just going back slightly, that line that's like, this must be heaven's ashes leaking through the clouds, goes insane. That goes so hard. But almost kind of seems like a legitimate interpretation at this point, because like the whole thing with, like there is kind of the parallel to like the biblical flood, but the ending of that story is God being like, I won't flood the world again. And so the idea that it's like the devil won and he did it as like a mockery of that promise.
Yep.
Like, that's crazy.
With the black rain
it's
and everything.
It's a cool idea that if the devil had that much power, that's how he would choose to destroy the world.
Yeah. Slowly kill it by flooding it.
Really neat what he said. Where is it? He thought the house would crack under the pressure, but then he says, but no, the black rain did not force itself upon people.
Right.
It would wait for you to come to it. I was like, that's so good.
Yeah,
and then I remembered why so the story itself, pretty good. I remembered why I liked it. But the ending, I was like, now I know why I've spent the last 4 years trying to find it again.
Let's get to it then. I'll say, yeah, I'm on board with the raft. Pun a little bit intended.
How are you going to do it? How are you going to have an enclosed thing to keep the rain? Because you have rain coming down and the water's coming up.
Tent.
Yeah.
Just a tent on top of a raft. You're going to try to float.
You would have to disassemble your house somehow.
Yeah, you got as much material as you need.
Yeah. Start tearing stuff apart, build something.
Yeah.
Especially because you got all the time in the world.
You're kind of starving a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, you're eating your couches and your dogs and stuff at this point. So.
Yeah.
Polt's actually eating the dog first. Like,
he still
hold on. We can't afford. We can't.
I can't feed this dog all this time, Then I have all the dog food to eat too.
That is true.
Oh. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Soak it? Soak it in some water?
Yeah.
It had found a way to break us. Now, for all we knew, all water in the world was now this stuff. I don't know how many people could look themselves or went outside after that. I'd lost internet connection weeks prior, and cable and phones had been out since the 3rd month. I survived as long as I could, until it started playing dirty. I looked out my window, where the water was almost up to the glass outside. I'd been looking out every day, seeing how much the never-ending skyburst would let down. It had become a morbid ritual, a daily reminder that my time was at an end. This day, I looked up, and someone looked back. Standing outside my window was a woman. She was soaked, and her clothes were muddy, but she was human and alive. I almost wrenched my window open, but then I saw who it was. It was my neighbor, the same one who drowned herself almost 6 months ago. Her skin was pale, not 7 months indoors like the rest of us pale. Gosh, it's been 7 months at this point? That's insane. This dude was pretty well stocked. I would not have lasted 7 months.
I looked up to see what other people had to say about how long they could last if they were trapped indoors.
Mhm.
And there were quite a few people that were like, oh, I've got a year put back. They were
That's
like, if you
crazy.
include like the 3 freezers I've got, they were like, I could do this, I could do that. There was quite a few people that were like, yeah, you know, months on end would be fun.
Yeah.
And because I was like, oh, you know, I guess it depends on which person, but it is a thing. There are people out there that are stocked
Yeah.
that could make it this long, and he, of course, seems to be one of the few.
Her skin was pale, not 7 months indoors like the rest of us pale, but a ghastly, spectral white. And under that morbid marble, I could see each and every one of her veins and arteries, all of which were etched in obsidian blackness. I stepped back, drawing the curtains for the first time in 7 months. I'm leaving this note here, protected by every desiccant I could find in the house. I've also left a bottle of the water, sealed and capped. If you read this, store it for the future. Maybe we can figure out what killed us. Maybe it won't have to happen again. I can feel them all staring at me behind the blinds. I don't know how many are out there, but they're patiently awaiting me. I won't leave them anything to take control of. I'll win this in my own way. Now, if you excuse me, I have a date with a shotgun.
What the fuck? That's crazy. Holy shit.
I pray that the water can't take me if I blow the top of my head off.
The note was signed illegibly, but I can make out only bits of the date. Something on the 5th of 20, maybe 18. Addendum. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I never meant for it to go this far. Please, when things begin to go downhill and the waters begin to rise up around us, do not blame me. I merely had to know. I merely had to know.
Oh, that's
it.
so
He opened
sick.
it.
Now, I do
man.
want to point out the date when this story came out.
Yeah.
2018 was a few years away.
Oh. So
I remember reading this. It was 12 years ago, so that would have been like 2014.
what if it's like 2118? What if it hasn't happened yet?
It could be.
Yeah,
but it was
that's the thing.
but it was in the future, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. And so, like, I remember going back and checking the story years on years to see like when the date was, if the date had passed. I was like, that's so neat.
That is super
So
cool.
again, you find this container with a strange vial inside. After reading the note, what do you do next? Do you open the vial?
No. Hell no.
Do you think it's a joke? Like, seriously though, like if you find this thing, do you think it's all a joke? Like, somebody put ranch inside of this and it's been 15 years.
The forbidden Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
It's
Like, what do you do?
I don't think I didn't open that little radioactive container I got. I'm not opening that. I don't know what the hell's in there.
You're like, cool story, I'll put this on my shelf.
Yeah, I'll just keep it right here.
Yeah.
I'd be like, there's this note that came with it, and then I'll show it to my mom. My mom will be like, get rid of that shit right now.
Yeah, not here.
Yeah, no. Especially after reading the dang note. Like, although,
Like,
I mean,
would be...
I guess the thing
I would be
is that
worried.
he's like the person who left the vial is like, oh, maybe you can, like,
Figure something out.
yeah.
See what happened.
What happened from then to make it where like the world is back normal, like did it claim enough people?
Well, that's the thing,
Was
is
it
that it's
only trying to kill that one guy and then it like just ended?
well, the fact that this date is in the future almost makes it seem like this, like,
Oh, like the guy who read the note started it? It's
right,
like a time travel kind of
right.
thing?
Uh-huh.
He had to know.
At first, when he said that he saw something looking back at him, I thought it was going to be like God, like looking down at him, like it's your turn.
Now, I'll say,
You're
I think what would have
outside.
been even cooler would have been that if rather than the water rising up to almost the, like, where the glass is at, if it had been that it came all the way up, and so he's looking out into the
And it's
water.
under the water.
Yeah, and then the face just like presses up against the window.
Oh my God, yeah, that'd have been sick.
Like he sees the hand first,
Yeah.
like the pale hand. That would have been awesome.
I wonder if he was thinking like, oh, people won't believe that much pressure on a window.
But that's the point, is that it's like an entity. It's not trying to get in. It
To
wants you
force
to
itself
accept
in.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
I liked that a lot. That's
That's why I had to put it last.
yeah,
That's
that
why
was
I was
by far
looking
my
for this
favorite
one.
of the
Yep.
of the
And
three.
guess what, Polt? You got all three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my second question. Did y'all like my old scary stories?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I did.
I think they held up pretty well, like considering where scary stories kind of went, like how these ones are. Because I haven't heard anybody ever talk about these other than the first time I heard them years and years ago.
I would say last one, Black Rain was my favorite, and then a scary to tell my
Same.
son, a scary story to tell my son, and then
Yep.
the
Same.
Get Up, Wake Up.
I think that's the only ranking you could give. That last one's
Yeah.
intense. That one's crazy.
Uh-huh.
That one, like, I would love to see a
Really
movie
good.
about that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That one, that was the one, one of the first times we were talking about like creepypastas. That was the one that I told you about and I couldn't find.
That's so cool.
Oh, okay.
Because like this one, like I always tell people, I'm like, it's the Black Rain. I remember the story, but I could never figure out where it was. And it's because on the No Sleep subreddit, it's got the weird long title,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's got the isekai title.
as well as the deleted profile from Logan Barker.
my
But
gosh.
so, with all of that, I have you a question. It's the same question from the beginning. What would you do if never-ending rain had you trapped inside your home with your father who just told you a very questionable, scary story a few hours before, so now you can't sleep and believe a shower would help? But while you're in the shower, you hear the toilet flush, and through your blurred vision, you see the outline of someone standing on the other side of the curtain as they begin to attempt to mimic your father's voice, asking if you want some coffee. What do you do?
I grab
have
my
a date with a
butt
shotgun.
knife and I
It's still there.
The butt knife is going through the curtain multiple times.
Brother, I've been clenching for 7 months.
Prepared for this.
Yeah. No, I
Tell him you just want black coffee.
yeah. I'll take my coffee black, and then I jump out with it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have a date with a shotgun. After that, I don't know. What's going on.
Yeah.
Just lay down in the shower and be like, I gotta go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My dad killed my real parents. The rain's gonna either kill me if I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now there's this demon person
Yeah.
outside my shower gonna kill me. So
I feel like Helper 23's out there like, need me to warm you up. I'd say, you know what, at this point, why not?
Yeah. Sure.
What do
I've
I
been trapped
really
here so
have to
long.
lose?
imagine like how hell your life has to be. You're like stuck inside from black rain. Your
Yeah.
dad is like a psycho killer, possibly.
I like the idea though of like your dad just told you that story and then someone starts mimicking his voice. Like, oh,
Yeah.
it happened
Huh?
twice. It's like that great it's one of the actual good like short scary stories that's like, you know, one person hops in a car with someone picks up a hitchhiker.
The hitchhiker.
Yeah, and they're like, you know, maybe you shouldn't be so trusting. I could
What are the
you never
chances
know, I could have
we're
been a
both
serial killer.
killers?
It's like, yeah, no, What are the odds we're both serial killers?
So, with the stories, do y'all think we should do more in the future? This is both for y'all and for the viewers. To leave an answer in the comments. You can let us know whether we should do this again, because I know a bunch of other stories that I have literally never heard anybody else bring up, and I'm sure both of y'all also have some other scary stories from years ago.
I'm not very much like, I listened to Creepypastas and Mr. Nightmare and stuff, but I never really read any. It was kind of like I'm working or I'm doing something. I just put one in. And so I would listen to it like, that's crazy. And then it would it's out my brain.
Yeah, just sort of.
Yeah. So I think it would be awesome. I liked this.
Yeah. I'm down to do more. And there's a lot of really good,
Candle Cove.
well, that's super short.
Never heard that one.
Honestly, one that would be kind of fun to do would be Metamorphosis. That's a good, short, scary story. It's a little longer. It would be we just sit down and go through it for an episode. But that's a story about a man who wakes up one morning to find that he has turned into a giant cockroach.
Oh, you're talking about the original.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you meant there was another creepypasta by the same name. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Have you read it?
I think I listened to it because I've got multiple books on audio that have like a collection, and I feel like it's in there, but it's been years ago. Psychosis is another personal favorite.
It's one of my favorites.
But I'm like, everybody knows that one.
Yeah. Now they do. We were going up to visit my wife's family, and basically was like, oh, let's find some decent creepypastas to listen to. And on the same trip, we heard Psychosis,
the left-right game.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
it's like I was in the car.
I was like, dude, at that point, no one talked about those stories.
No.
Yeah.
I read the left-right game. That was like one of the only ones I did read. And I forgot about it because nobody ever talked about it. And then it showed up on Creepcast, and then everybody was like, I've always loved this. And I was like,
no, you haven't.
No, you haven't. I've never heard anybody talk about it ever.
Man, I had been listening to Creepypasta for years at this point. And it was like, I pulled up like a Reddit thread, like 2 pages in on the Google results that was like, oh, what's some good underrated creepypastas? And someone mentioned Left Right Game and Psychosis in the same comment. And I was like, oh, well, check these out. I was like, dude, what the heck? How have I never heard these before? These are the best freaking ones.
And I think the Left Right Game is like now their most, well, it's probably not their most viewed anymore, but it was at the time when they first uploaded.
Way up there. What's funny is like all these stories, 12, 10 years, 11 years ago, like around that time, that's when I started really getting into them. So a bunch of the ones that I know are from that long ago, and then they kind of got left behind. But that's why I've got these other two, like Walmart. I have never heard anybody mention Walmart before, and it's from 9 years ago.
Bro, I live right next to one.
This is the double L one. Whether you're trapped inside because of death literally raining down all around your home, your father who may or may not be a maniac killer, or something living in the dark corners of your bathroom, remember that everything can always get much more complicated if you decide to scream,
"Let's split up!"
Ah! And then we all explode.